but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Spartans offense will have first crack at this one. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State, and the Wolverines applied a little extra sting winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state, so much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And the Spartans will punt this one away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. So Michigan's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So now after that holding call, here's second down, and they need 20. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rushes on. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to make one miss. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touch. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Turns it upfield. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Powers inside. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short. And what?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Plowing ahead on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Makes a connection. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
It's dropped after taking the hit. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're talking about ranking trophies.
Quarterback keeps it. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns. Because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Right side, it's Marsh. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. He'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide left, it's Marsh. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this 1st down. They boot it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll ride him again. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Edwards. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Spartans decide to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He's got great speed. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. From the gun, running back on the move. He breaks a tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Underwood fires to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Might as well give it to him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose, it'll be third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, number 19.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide right, it's Hansen. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB...
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense in an empty set. Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Under pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Underwood in the gun on third down. Right side, it's Marshall. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Marshall.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And it's incomplete on third down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Left side, it's McCray. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Guys?
Holly, thank you.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Out wide right, it's Marshall. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for the loss.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense...
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break serve? That time, poor job in pass protection. The quarterback has got to find a way to get rid of that football and not take the negative play. But this has been a defensive war so far.
Here comes the Heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Making his first move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Running to the left. Runs through the tackle. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They'll run it. Turning it on. They'll fire. That's a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Zone equals eyes. And when I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Second and long here. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide left, it's Marsh. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. He's going to let it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg and rolling out. They get to him as he throws. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They give it back to him. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. They'll run the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Trying to surge it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Sparty. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. And he avoids the sack.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. There he goes. Crosses midfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground with the counter. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Underwood on the play action. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man,
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed. Coming from the outside, he was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Trying to get the corner. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And he got it! And now it's a one-possession game.
man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Volunteer sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Just feeds the running back. That'll be enough.